to pick up the Twitter followers from the state of Louisiana and gave it to the Saints in Louisiana faithful. He's kind enough to join us here on Off the Bench. We would have rather this been on March 28th, 3/28, but we appreciate you squeezing us in here on April 5th.
My birthday is March 29th. It's become a joke in my family, but I just needed one more point. So that's okay.
Yeah,
I won't let you guys interfere with what I'm doing.
No. We loved it. We loved it last week, man. And look, we have proclaimed LSU basketball public enemy number one. The Tigers seem to embrace that. You dropped the story right at the perfect time. Tell us why you feel like at the time when you published the story that LSU was kind of should have been America's darling.
Well, look, I mean, there's a little bit of tongue-in-cheek in that.
Sure.
I know that they're not going to be America's darling. I think one of the things that LSU fans, I think, are probably aware of is that you guys lean into being villains pretty well. You guys are unapologetic, boisterous, and you support your team, and you don't really care. It's everything from, playing neck to the environment at Tiger Stadium. And I say this positively. I think when the Will Wade situation went down, I think it was a good opportunity for a lot of people in college sports, not just college basketball, to acknowledge what happens on a daily, weekly, annual basis. The disparity between what the NCAA has legislated and the reality of what goes on. What you could have had, of course, I wrote the thing and they lost, but you could have had a national champion where, inarguably, you had acknowledged player payment on a national championship team, which is not something that we've ever seen. So,
allegedly, and arguably. Let's make that clear. Allegedly and arguably. We
sure.
haven't. We don't. There's no body yet. Okay. Okay, Steven. So calm down.
If you guys want to go that route, that's cool. I mean, so that was the other thing that I found when I wrote the piece initially was I got a groundswell of support from people in Louisiana. Obviously, I have Louisiana connections. I married into a Louisiana family, but I also had the other half of LSU fans very angry that I was so matter of fact. Look, man, let's call it what it is. Okay, they got him on the wire. Nothing wrong with that. You're talking to the guy who covered his alma mater for 5 years doing dirt in the dumbest way possible at Ole Miss. This stuff happens every single day at major college programs, and the level of which and the methodology might change. But of course he paid that kid, and he should. And that kid. And the sad thing is this: that kid's family, they got very, very little compared to his actual market value. Yeah. And the reason why is that they are artificially restricted from receiving compensation for their talent because of the NCAA.
Yeah, Steven, and look, hypothetically, it seems like that the country looks at Will Wade like he came in at 36 years old and invented it, like invented the way that college basketball recruiting was taking place.
Or at least a lot of the national talking heads. I feel like the common person accepts it. It's the analysts that maybe don't.
And we had a chance. Go ahead.
No, and that right there, T-Bob, that's where we're running against each other now as a culture. Where I think I don't want to get into like a media backbiting thing here, but there are sectors of the national media in college sports that are I make a joke and I call them merit badgers, where they are trying to earn their merit badges from Indianapolis. I don't remember when I became a professional journalist signing a piece of paper that said it was my job to uphold a bunch of invisible laws for a billionaire entity. I was supposed to tell the truth. That's all I'm supposed to do. The truth is uncomfortable, and the reality is that the structure that we all celebrate. And look, you guys, hey, we all make money off of college sports.
Yep.
This is how I pay my mortgage. So let's be totally transparent here. But I can also say at the same time, this system is terminally flawed and something has to change. So there are people in the media who feel it to be their job to uphold this false concept of amateurism. I don't feel that way. I want to be as honest as humanly possible. And where I sort of made my bones as a reporter was in some of the poorest places in the United States with some of the best athletes. And the most important sport in this region is college athletics. So I just wrote what I saw. That's it. And I've taken a lot of fire for it. A lot of people on my side of the ideological fence have taken a lot of fire for it. But unfortunately, I think there's still a lot of key people in power positions in the media who feel it necessary to create strawmen, to create villains. I mean, we're talking about Will Wade like he's a gangster. He ain't shot nobody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, well, I mean, let's be honest here. He got a kid paid. That's it. We use this language in the media. This is a bombshell. This is going to change the fate. No, it's not. No, it's not. Why? Because some kid got a lunch at a hotel or somebody's mom got $1,000 in cash in a shopping bag. Hey, man, that doesn't change anything. That doesn't change the economic disparity of these kids at all. And the language we use to criminalize these families, these athletes, and even these middlemen. And let me tell you, I'll be honest with you. I know a lot of stuff that goes on, especially in college football, at a lot of different programs. The middlemen are not all inherently great human beings.
Right.
But they're not criminals either. And you know how you get rid of the middlemen? You bring it to light.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, I mean,
that's all you got to do is create a system to actually compensate the kids.
It's like it's literally. I mean, when I keep going back to my head, I can't shake the analogy. It's like prohibition, right? You make alcohol illegal, you create a black market for alcohol.
Yeah.
When you don't allow these kids to be paid, you create that black market that now you try to act like doesn't exist.
Well, and the sad thing is this is prohibition specifically fueled the rise of the American mafia.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw a billboard last night in Nashville. It was talking about when you have legalized marijuana dispensaries in cities, on average, crime goes down 19%.
Wow.
So I don't want to lump all this stuff together because I think there's a huge difference in electing to do something like drink or do drugs or I don't even want these to be in the same conversation because there's such a moral high ground that these people want to take. The bottom line is most of your listeners are probably conservative. Most of the people that cheer for the SEC are probably conservatives, and there's nothing more that you believe in than free enterprise and the right to a capitalist society. And these kids are denied their ability to just make good for their families. And then we try and criminalize them. I mean, like, I'm sure Will Wade, Will Wade's been doing dirt for a long time.
Allegedly.
But again, allegedly. But you know what? He's not running hookers, okay? I'm serious. Like, we gotta change the way that we talk about this.
Who was running hookers was maybe the Louisville staff. And how about Dickie V still coming out and defending his guy Rick Pitino yesterday? I don't know. I love it, dude. I've come all the way back around.
Look, I don't want to get myself in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's people in the media like Vital, like other individuals who are staunch defenders and Boy Scout mall cops for the NCAA, and they laid down like dogs with Rick Pitino for years. Okay?
Yeah.
If you are connected, if you are part of a structure in college basketball specifically, you get to say shame, shame. But if you look, college sports hates usurpers, and what I mean by that is, like SEC football fans, they hate Boise State, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you don't belong here. You're coming up, and we don't like that. We don't like people who jump up a notch. Okay, LSU basketball is not Kansas. It's not Duke. It's not Syracuse, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. People resented that fundamentally and first before they even got into what was going on. Because if you take this exact same accusation and transpose it onto one of those programs like Kansas, you would not get the same reaction. I guarantee it.
Great, Stephen Godfrey, you dirty bird.
Jordy
at 38,
is so happy
Godfrey,
right now,
my
dude.
God, man, the voice of the movement. SB Nation, follow his work there on Twitter. We could do this all hour. Appreciate it, man. We'll bring you back soon.
Yes, sir. Thanks, guys.
Always.
Hey, Steven, hello, you there? Oh, we lost him. I wanted to ask him how he felt about LSU having a hot spread offensive attack.